All right, let's dive into this. Aaron Judge is finally gearing up for a full return to the New York Yankees. And honestly, this couldn't come at a more critical time. The Yankees have been struggling lately, barely holding on in the playoff race. And Judge's comeback is something the team desperately needs. It's clear that his presence on the field isn't just about his incredible talent. It's also about the leadership and energy he brings to the clubhouse, qualities that have been missing during his absence. Judge returning to right field means more than just plugging a hole. It changes the entire dynamic of the team. Judge is one of those players whose impact goes beyond the stat sheet. When he went down with that toe injury a couple of years ago, the Yankees seemed to lose their rhythm completely. They simply forgot how to play their game, and it showed in their results. The same pattern appeared this season. Without him, the team's struggles magnified, and their playoff hopes started slipping away. Now, with him back in the mix, there's renewed optimism. Not only does Judge bring immense offensive firepower, but his ability to play right field well for a slugger adds valuable depth and flexibility to the Yankees roster. The reports say Judge will step back into the outfield either by the end of the weekend or early next week, which is huge news. When he began throwing again, he felt good, something he made clear was important. After a flexor strain, throwing is naturally going to be sore, kind of like running on a pulled hamstring for the first time, but he emphasized it didn't feel like the injury that put him out in the first place. That's encouraging because it suggests he's progressing well. He was activated after spending the mandatory 10 days on the injured list and started back in the lineup as the designated hitter. This way, he can keep contributing while the team evaluates how his arm feels during throws. There's definitely some caution here, and that's understandable. The Yankees won't rush Judge back to right field every single day, especially since this is an injury to his throwing arm. Managing his workload carefully is essential. But what's reassuring is that the injury is not something that threatens his long-term career in the way a Tommy John surgery would. The Yankees are too smart to risk him undergoing a serious procedure like that this far out from the playoffs, so it's clear they will be methodical and cautious with his return. Judge's defensive ability in right field is actually quite solid for a slugger. While he's not going to revolutionize the defense, he certainly improves the outfield's overall quality. He never really played center field, and that's not where he's best suited. Right field fits him better, and his presence there should solidify the Yankees' defense moving forward. Beyond the physical aspect, Judge's leadership is critical right now. The team has looked lost at times, and having a figure like Judge back on the field can ignite a spark. His numbers this season speak volumes. He's hitting well above 300 with more than 30 home runs, and his on-base plus slugging is through the roof. We're talking about a player with an OPS over 1.149 and a slugging percentage north of 700, putting him in a league of his own. Judge is on a trajectory that few hitters ever reach, reminding many of the power and presence of legends like Barry Bonds. It's rare to see this kind of consistency and dominance, and it's exactly why the Yankees have been counting the days until his return. The team's current struggles are directly tied to his absence, and it's no surprise the Yankees need him back desperately. It's not just about the stats or the home runs, but the overall influence he has on the lineup and the clubhouse. His return is not simply a boost. It's potentially the difference between making the playoffs or fading out early. Even though he's just started playing again, the signs are positive. After 2 games back, he's already getting a hit and settling in, and the small sample size means there's no reason for concern about his timing at the plate. With Judge sidelined, the Yankees have had to figure out how to cover right field, and that's led to some tough decisions. Giancarlo Stanton has been getting some reps in the outfield again, something the team hopes will pay off when they face the Astros at home. Stanton has been clear about wanting to play the field rather than being stuck as a designated hitter, so the chance to get back out there is huge for him. Of course, Stanton comes with some injury history, so the Yankees have to balance the risk of putting him back in the outfield against the potential reward of having his bat in the lineup regularly. When it comes to Stanton, his offensive numbers remain impressive. In just over 100 at-bats, he's maintained a solid batting average, has already knocked out 10 home runs, and boasts an on-base plus slugging well above league average. His ability to contribute offensively when healthy is undeniable, and the Yankees need that kind of production to compete. If Stanton can stay on the field and regain some of his defensive form, it adds another weapon to an already deep lineup. Jason Dominguez presents a different case. He's shown promise at the plate with a good batting average and solid on-base percentage, but his power numbers haven't quite caught up yet. Still, his fielding, especially in left field, has improved and gives the Yankees some flexibility as they juggle the outfield. Dominguez's development is a key factor for the team as they consider rotations and rest days for their starters. The depth in the outfield is a luxury for the Yankees, but it also creates a complex puzzle for the coaching staff. With Judge not expected to play every day in right field immediately, the Yankees will rely on a rotation of outfielders including Bellinger, Gizam, and Dominguez, with Stanton possibly filling in when needed. This approach keeps players fresh and allows Judge to ease back into full action while still providing value as a designated hitter on days he's not in the field. The DH role is something Judge will likely fill often as the season winds down, given his MVP-caliber play and the teams need to protect his health heading into the playoffs. Managing this delicate balance between maximizing Judge's impact and safeguarding his long-term health is the Yankees' biggest challenge right now. The return of their star slugger energizes the team, but also means juggling playing time carefully across the outfield and designated hitter spot. How will they handle this rotation could very well define their postseason chances. Judge's comeback is more than just a headline. It's the start of a potential turnaround for a Yankees team that has struggled to find its rhythm without him. The combination of his bat, his glove, and his leadership offers a much-needed boost. Watching how the team adjusts to his return and manages the outfield will be fascinating in the weeks to come. The pressure is on, and Judge's presence could be the key that unlocks the Yankees' true potential this season. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. There's a growing buzz circulating in the baseball world, and if the whispers are to be believed, the Bronx Bombers might be on the verge of shaking up the sport in the most dramatic fashion imaginable. Reports emerging from sources close to the organization suggest that Ronald Acuna Jr., the electrifying superstar once believed to be the future of the Atlanta Braves, could be on the cusp of donning Yankee pinstripes. While nothing has been confirmed publicly by either franchise, the rumor mill is in overdrive. Acuna Jr., who dazzled with his historic 40-70 season, has reportedly been spotted in New York multiple times over the past week. Fans are dissecting every social media post, press conference slip-up, and insider leak for signs that this blockbuster move is imminent. Could it be that Brian Cashman has pulled off yet another masterstroke to return the Yankees to postseason glory? The very idea has fans frothing with anticipation and analysts scrambling to reassess the balance of power in the American League. Nothing in baseball sends shockwaves quite like a major star possibly joining the Yankees, and Acuna Jr. will be the most high-profile acquisition since the days of Erod and Giancarlo Stanton. The implications of Ronald Acuna Jr. possibly joining the New York Yankees are monumental on multiple fronts. For one, it represents a seismic shift in the outfield landscape, not just for the Yankees, but for the entire Major League Baseball. Acuna Jr., still in his prime and already a generational talent, would instantly elevate the Yankees' offense to elite status, pairing alongside Aaron Judge to form one of the most feared 1-2 punches in the sport. Imagine a lineup where pitchers must navigate both Judge and Acuna Jr., a nightmare scenario for any opposing team. But more than just on-field impact, his arrival could symbolize a new era of Yankees dominance, sending a clear message to the league. The Yankees are no longer content with near misses or early playoff exits. They're aiming for championships now. Although official confirmation is still pending, multiple insiders believe negotiations have reached an advanced stage. Whispers of a behind-the-scenes mega deal involving key prospects and financial reshuffling are gaining traction. This rumored deal is not just a trade, it's a statement. And for a fan base hungry for its 28th World Series title, the very idea of Acuna in the Bronx is as tantalizing as it is disruptive. Fueling speculation even further are recent social media breadcrumbs that Ronald Acuna Jr. himself may have left, whether intentionally or not. Sharp-eyed fans noted that Acuna suddenly followed several Yankees players on Instagram, including Aaron Judge, Gleyber Torres, and even manager Aaron Boone. While this may seem minor to the casual observer, in the era of digital breadcrumbs and cryptic emojis, every click and like is dissected by a ravenous fan base. Additionally, Acuna recently posted a cryptic message on his Instagram story, featuring a photo of New York City with the caption, "New Beginnings," sending fans and reporters into an absolute frenzy. Could it be a vacation post? Maybe. But could it also be a not-so-subtle hint of things to come? Absolutely. Some insiders argue that the Braves, facing luxury tax pressure and a deep farm system, might be willing to part with their superstar if the Yankees' offer includes top prospects like Jason Dominguez or Spencer Jones. Still, the Braves have remained publicly tight-lipped, and the Yankees' front office continues to deflect with vague comments about exploring all options. Meanwhile, every Acuna post is now under a microscope, as Yankees fans dare to dream of their newest superstar. From a business standpoint, the rumored acquisition of Ronald Acuna Jr. would be a colossal marketing coup for the New York Yankees. Already one of the most marketable stars in the game, Acuna's flair, charisma, and international fan base could open up new revenue streams and boost the Yankees' brand globally. Merchandising alone would skyrocket, with pinstripe number 13 jerseys potentially flying off the shelves. Acuna brings more than just elite performance. He brings personality, swagger, and energy that resonate with younger fans, particularly in Latin America. His presence in the Bronx would signal a clear shift toward embracing star power, both on and off the field, a strategy the Yankees have long mastered. Some analysts are even suggesting that, if the deal goes through, it could spark a wave of talent migration toward New York, with agents steering their clients toward the team for both financial and exposure benefits. The Yankees have always been a franchise that marries tradition with star power, and Acuna could be the next chapter in that storied legacy. Nothing has been officially announced yet, but inside sources say the Yankees media team is preparing for a potential rollout that could dominate headlines for weeks. As anticipation builds, the only certainty is the uncertainty itself. Fans are refreshing feeds, scouring insider tweets, and watching MLB Network with bated breath, hoping for a confirmation that Ronald Acuna Jr. will indeed become the next superstar to grace Yankee Stadium. The entire situation feels like the calm before a media storm, with murmurs suggesting a press conference could be scheduled within days, or it could all come crashing down if negotiations falter. The stakes are incredibly high. If the Yankees pull this off, it could redefine their trajectory for the next decade. If not, it might be remembered as the greatest what-if of this generation. Until then, every leaked photo, every sidelong glance at an airport, and every ambiguous social media post will only fuel the speculation. The rumor may not yet be official, but it's official in the hearts and minds of Yankee fans already envisioning Acuna's swagger rounding the bases in the Bronx. Whether this remains smoke or bursts into a full-blown fire, one thing is clear. The possibility alone is enough to send the entire baseball world into a tailspin. All eyes are now on New York. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.